All right, and now we are live, back again with another episode of mine and Tyrell's morning show here. We have a couple new guests here today again. I'll let them introduce themselves. So we'll start off with Deshane here.
Good morning. My name is Deshane Trache, uh, Onion Lake, born and bred, and I work. I am a post-secondary student currently, working through the summer at Onion Lake Wellness, and yeah, thanks.
Sweet. All right, now Trey.
I had a really sore back. Hi, I'm one of the older DJs here. I'm the one that almost got kicked off the air that one time. I was I was managing one of the other DJs who made like a really bad joke about Kurt Cobain on the air. So if you remember that, you remember me. You'll remember hearing me break into the room and turn off the mic while he was
What?
talking. But yeah,
Are you allowed to talk about it now?
no, it was
Oh.
so bad. My manager was like, "What the hell is he saying? You can't say that. Get him off the."
Yeah, and then of course we have Tyrell.
It's going.
I am so pissed.
Yeah, I guess today we don't really have a set agenda like usual, but I guess we're just gonna usually just talk about whatever comes to mind here, and I guess we can get started just talking about pretty much whatever. You guys have any thoughts?
I'll just kick her off a little bit
Yep.
about our program over at Wellness that me and Clint Dillon are facilitating. So it's called STAR, and it stands for self-taught and regulation. It's basically aimed for the adolescent youth of Onion Lake. We're trying to assist them in identifying their grief and where grief comes from, and we do that through outdoor activities and some clinical therapeutic practices like open discussion, grounding practices, um, and yeah, we do that. Or the physical activities are like we go canoeing, kayaking, paddle boating. We just did a nature walk last session, and yeah, the kids are really responsive to it. So yeah, that's pretty much what
Nice.
we do.
How long have you been doing that? Like, is that just this year, or was that like you guys been on for a while?
Yeah, we just kicked it off in July. No, yeah, July.
Oh,
Wait,
so just recently then.
yeah, when was Treaty Day?
Yeah, July 14th.
July.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, July 14th.
Yeah, the same week as Treaty Day, and then we're going on our 4th week next week, and then we have 3 more after that.
Yeah. So what kind
Yeah.
of activities have you guys already done? Like for the youth, have you guys already had like programs already running?
Oh yeah. So the first week we went out on the kayaks with the older group. They liked it. We just did some kayaking, went around the pond, and did some grounding exercises like
Is that here in Onion Lake at the
yeah,
like?
Harlan Camp.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like the actual Onion Lake.
These are onions.
Yeah.
They'll help your grief.
Great.
No, we were up at Harlan Camp, and we just kayaked around the pond and saw some ducks, few beavers, and couple youth got hung up on trees under the water, but it was no biggie. We got them out of there. But yeah, the youth enjoyed it ultimately.
Mhm.
Showed them some grounding practices. Identify the environment you're around and take in the fresh air, and yeah.
So you also like show them like, is this like for cultural as well? Like when you like learn about like, I'm not sure. I just during school I learned that the moss, when it's like how to identify where north is. You look at the moss on the trees and like the moss will be facing north. I'm not sure. Do you guys do that as well?
Like what do you mean? Like
Like
the
like the moss on the trees, I guess pine trees, because
Uh-huh.
like for some reason like the sun there kind of doesn't shine on the like a certain part of the tree, so then
Yeah.
the moss kind of just grows and points to north.
Oh, okay, and like you use it like a direction.
Yeah, is that like what you
like
guys
an
kind of do as well? Like identify
uh
like different plants as well. Like I'm not sure if you guys do like
no,
medicine.
no, we don't get into it that deep.
Okay.
We're
Yeah.
we're just trying to like make it fun, and that's how we build our repertoire, right?
Yeah.
With the
Yeah,
youth,
so, like,
our
do you
clients.
guys like dumb question? Do you guys like make fires? Just kidding.
I mean, that's a skill to have, you know.
We haven't burnt down any bushes yet, but
Oh, okay.
but no, that's like that's on our docket, eh? Like that's one of our plans is,
Mhm.
Yeah,
have the youth build a fire.
like a bonfire.
Eh,
And just one of these at the bear camp back in grade 7,
yeah.
we had like this giant stack of wood, and we made like a giant bonfire at the last day, at the very last day of our trip to the camp.
Wow.
Bad idea.
Oh.
They did it right in the middle of the fireplace
Yeah.
without realizing there was a tree right behind where we all sit on, and then
Oh.
it would have been the next biggest wildfire, BC level, you know. And then we put it out.
We almost didn't have bear camp.
Almost didn't have bear camp anymore. It was crazy.
Oh,
So,
no, but
is camping one of the activities that you guys will be like implying or I guess doing at
Like-
some point? I guess.
like overnight camping?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, that's camping, right? Is that not camping?
No, I don't think we'll be doing overnight camping. Just day camps. I should have said that earlier.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just day camps and just a place for the youth who have experienced grief to just come and chill and just,
Oh, nice. Do
Come
you guys also have like
canoe.
a talking circle as well during that then?
yeah. We try to implement discussions as much as we can. We try to
Yeah.
engage in discussion, but youth aren't very talkative, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard for them to open up about, especially something as heavy as grief.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but yeah, we're working on building that repertoire and gaining their trust and feeling safe to be open.
Yeah, that's sort of what I feel like they really need is like that trust or else someone to really like be able to at least be vulnerable around or else
Yeah.
at least be able to talk about because like you said grief could be totally like traumatic and like they don't have I guess the right words or the right type of way to express themselves. So like
Yeah.
doing activities like this will be like totally great, like even like do you guys do arts and crafts as well? Like creativity, like creative stuff?
Creativity, not so much creative stuff. It's just basically
Physical kind of
physical. Yeah, get
Even-
their blood flowing,
Yeah.
and that way, when we engage in discussion or when we just talk,
yeah.
they're more talkative and they're more because that blood flows straight to the brain, right? And
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
You
Yeah.
guys make manic? Like on the stick?
Oh no, I wouldn't mind doing that though.
Sounds like fun. Be really fun.
I wish I knew how to do that because I saw I watched these videos on TikTok where I don't know if you guys know him, but like Outdoor Boys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
that
That
older guy.
yeah, the glasses there. He's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, he's really cool. And I see him making bread, just
Yeah.
like on a rock, or
Yeah.
like
His,
he makes his own.
go-to. What's it called? Honey butter. His honey
Yeah.
butter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go-to. I always see him making that on just like the coals and stuff. So
Yeah, he's pretty resourceful. That guy. I think there was I think there's like a rumor about
Screw
him
me, that guy. What's the rumor?
that he died.
He died?
Yeah, and it was on one of his.
He died on stream?
That's what they said, but he's still posting new videos.
He's still alive? Who made that rumor? How are you gonna make him rumor if he's still active on the internet?
I don't know, right?
That's like that guy. He's dead. And he makes a video the next day later.
Oh,
How you gonna claim he's dead? That's like saying unrelated, really unrelated. Forgot I was gonna say. I was gonna mention something completely unrelated, but I thought it'd be really funny to bring up. Is that okay if I can say it?
oh yeah, go for it.
So you guys know about the Challenger, right? The old NASA Challenger that blew
Oh
up.
yeah, yeah.
Did you know Big Bird was supposed to be on there?
What?
Big Bird, So the idea was that they wanted Sesame Street because it was so big in the 80s. They wanted Big Bird to go on the Challenger too with the teacher.
Yeah.
There could have been a different world where Big Bird died on the Challenger. He just blew up in space.
Can you imagine?
Imagine like how
Kermit.
imagine how
Oh no!
like
He's
imagine how all the
gone.
kids would have felt watching it on TV, seeing Big Bird blow up.
That's weird. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Okay, I'm sorry, I thought about it and I had to mention it, but yeah, what were you saying?
What were you saying after Big
Yeah.
Bird almost exploded?
After taking a dark note.
Yeah. That was funny. I'm sorry.
No, that is funny. Just imagine like kids the next day, like after hearing Big Bird died, and then he's just back on Sesame Street. Give everybody a complex or something.
Imagine what the funeral would have been like. Would have been like Star Wars. Would have like a big ceremony.
Just roast him.
Exactly. It just burns his body again.
You know what? I kind of want to listen to that story that you had there, Traylon, about you kicking off the DJ. Was that
Not the DJ.
you don't have to tell a story like what he was talking about, but I want to know what were you just chilling out in the
I was
room
chilling
there,
in
just-
the other room. You know where the man what's his name? What role is that again? There's like the studio room, and then there's a room beside that room where there's computers and stuff. It's where what's his name? He was like friends with Gary Stewart. That's where Stewart stayed. What's that room called?
I don't remember.
I don't
I
remember
don't
either.
remember
But yeah,
Stuart.
I was in that room working on stuff on my work laptop. Work laptop. Okay. I was stuff on my work laptop, and I had my ringer on. My ringer was on my phone. I was like typing away, trying to make little bummers and stuff. And I wasn't listening to the radio because when I make work on stuff, I want to hear it, especially if I'm working with audio. His guy, he was. I checked every once in a while, and I recognized he was playing Nirvana. Like he was playing Heart Shaped Box, Something in the Way in the same playlist. Not a big deal. Those were good songs. Everybody likes them. And he made like a really dark joke on the air about Kurt Cobain, and I think it was Stewart or Davis. It was Davis. It was Davis. He texted me. He was like, "What's he doing? Get him off the air. You can't make jokes like that." And then like, you could I should have did it when he wasn't talking, because I did it when he was talking. I went through the door. I was like, "Yo, you can't say that." And then he cut the mic off. And everybody heard it. It was all 5 listeners, they all heard it.
All five listeners.
That's what it feels like, all 5. It's like the same 5 people.
So what have you been up to after that then?
After that,
You're working at the daycare?
I work at the daycare now. Yeah.
Yeah. And how's that?
It's all right. It's all right. It's not bad. Could be worse. I could be like taking care of other age groups.
Mhm.
Personally, I prefer to work with toddlers because they're easy to work with. Once you understand how their brain works,
Mhm.
easy. I don't want to work at like any other age group older than that because one, older kids are just they're just. Can I say one bad word? No bad word.
I don't. You better
Okay.
be appropriate.
They're just no, I can't say that. They're just
They're
mean.
their own people, you know.
Yeah, they're their own people. They're just
their
really-
own person. You know, you
Yeah,
were that age, right?
Huh?
Were you ever a kid
we-
before, Traylon?
I just came out this way.
Nice.
just came out this-
But it must take a lot of energy dealing with the youth, because me being a TA once, it was like really you got to be there for them, and also realize, they're their own
Yeah.
person for real. Like
Yeah.
they're dealing with their own.
Their own thing at home.
Yeah,
They
like-
got stuff going on in their mind.
Exactly, not only like teenagers, but also like the younger youth.
Oh, yeah.
Younger youth.
Yeah.
They're just so funny. The toddlers are so funny because their brain works at a way where they take everything they see as reality. So this
Mhm.
every time I went into work, I'd have like a Biggie Smalls or a Tupac shirt,
Yeah.
and they'd be like, "Who's that? Is that your dad?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, that's my dad. Biggie Smalls is my dad." And then my dad would switch like every other week. One day would be Tupac, one day would be Biggie, one day would be like Kanye West. That's my dad right there. It was really funny. Anyway, working with kids. Honestly, it's not a bad job. You have it or you don't. You have it
Yeah.
or you don't. Because being part of the job is being good with kids.
Hmm.
And if the kids don't like you, you can't be good at your job, right?
Yeah.
You have it or you don't. Um, I just think it's working in a position where I work in like at the daycare, one-on-one worker for special needs children. I think it's really, really underappreciated,
Oh yeah.
especially with a
Definitely.
child who's like developing still, who's mentally delayed.
Yep.
Because you have to figure out what they like. You have to figure out how their brain works. You have to figure out how they communicate. And in my case, the kid I take care of, he can't speak.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
He hardly speaks. He knows how to sing the ABCs. He knows how to sing like nursery rhymes, stuff like that. But that's
Yeah.
it. Uh, so he communicates in pulling my sleeve whenever he needs me.
Mm.
So like I'm sitting down watching him play in like the park. He like does this on my arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I go with him.
Yeah, you have to
It's
be
yeah,
mentally flexible. You know, be able to
vigilant. Yeah, you have to be
yeah.
really vigilant. You have to be watching all the time. I think childcare in general is really, really underappreciated.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because at the baby group home, for the longest time, I didn't know this. They were getting paid minimum wage for years.
Lower than that.
Lower than that?
Yeah.
How much was it?
It was like like compared to provincial standards
Yeah,
for childcare workers, they like they were below that.
just doubloons, just like rubber duckies and
Buttons,
pennies,
lint.
lint, yeah, dust bunnies. But yeah, just recently we got another raise. It was 19. It's now $19. Went from however it was before to 17 to 19, and it keeps going up because the demand for workers is always high.
Yeah.
People come in, they go. No one stays because the pay is just. I say it's okay. The pay is decent now, but like with what we have to put up with, especially in a position where toddlers are really, really hard to work with, because we take care of 6-month-old babies to the ages of 6 years old
Mm.
at the baby home. It's not easy, especially. It's different at the youth home because those kids are older. They're more independent. They can be on their own most of the time. Sometimes you have to come walk around and do rounds to supervise them. At the baby home, you always have to be on your feet 24/7. You're always watching. Like I honestly, I can't keep count. I used to be able to keep count of the amount of times a baby would try and stick a fork in an outlet. I, uh, they're so fast. They wander
Yeah,
off.
they are. Like
Yeah, like
you look away for 1 second, they're there.
they are so fast. Like they grab a fork and then
And
that's like, "Arr!" It's like
and they're unbelievably resourceful. Like these kids,
they're
like these toddlers, like they'll watch you
yeah,
and they'll take that behavior and they'll adapt it to what they need to do,
yeah.
which is to get to that outlet.
The outlet. Yeah,
They're
they're
fast.
they're really smart. I
Yeah.
didn't realize that until I started working with them. Um, this one baby, we have an outlet that's high up, like by a light switch
Yeah.
for electronics and stuff on on the table.
Oh yeah.
He somehow manages to climb up like like on a chair, gets onto the table somehow, and he bothers it. I don't know how he does it. It's crazy.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding. Yeah, I think um childcare is like totally unappreciated on all levels of childcare. So like I know the SASC federal, well, the teachers union for Saskatchewan, they're like fighting tooth and nail with the provincial government right now to like, you know, get the resources they need to like work, like have all
Yeah.
the resources they need to accommodate youth who require needs.
Needs, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays, because teachers who teach in the grade the fourth grade to seventh grade groups, they're having trouble with kids because some of them just don't know how to read.
Yeah.
Kids aren't reading as much as they used to, and it's a really big problem. And I would not want to be a teacher. I mean, like high school level, no. Middle school level, maybe. Preschool level, easiest job in the world. But working in middle school and trying to get a kid who's like years behind sounds really hard.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding, especially if there's groups of them, because it's like one thing if you're a parent and you don't regulate your kids' use on an iPad or a tablet, because that's what they're looking at. That's what kids look at, and it's bad because on YouTube Kids you can find really really messed up stuff so easily. Content creators post stuff that kids watch. I don't know what channel this is. I've seen it happen before. There's a channel where the first 5 minutes of a 30-minute video seems seemingly innocent. So when a parent skims through it, they think, oh, I can play this for my kid. They can watch it. Then the last 5 minutes is like, I don't know, it's like borderline gore, horror.
That's really messed up.
Yeah.
It is. No
I
kidding.
don't. That not only that, there's also really like I guess innocent looking YouTube videos that seem innocent, but really they're just like really bringing down their attention span, or else teaching them like how to be really spoiled. I guess because there's this one YouTube video that I seen my sister, our YouTube creator, content creator, was basically just whining about not being able to get anything until she got her way. Now that's sort of the way she kind of is almost,
Yeah.
where she doesn't know how to like regulate her anger until she gets what she wants. And like,
Wow.
yeah, so like, I'm not sure if you guys know who Blippy is.
Oh,
Blippi?
Yeah, that's one of the ones that I don't necessarily like watching, or else even Coco Melon. Cause like there's I don't know, like scientific, you know how like the camera always pans like side to side and it's
Yeah.
always like 3 second shots, and like
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like really dynamic. So like the kids watching that is sort of like not being able to at least absorb some of the knowledge that they're teaching. So
Yeah.
like it's always like cut to this, cut to that, and like all of these like really high angles and all of these weird weird looking shots.
It's always like rapid movement, right?
Exactly. So like their attention span isn't there. So like it's sort of like hard for them to like, I guess,
So it's like empty content.
kind
Yeah.
of exactly
Yeah,
empty
just
content.
Nothing for them to learn from.
It's
Yeah,
like
like
Yeah.
it's like
Bluey's the best, you know.
Bluey's the best. I love Bluey. Yeah.
It's like superficial, right? It's
Yeah.
like, oh, we're teaching kids the ABCs, but like at the same time they're doing it in a way where their attention span goes like side to side. Like I've seen content farms on TikTok who have like two screens. One of them's like a preschool show, the other screens like Subway Surfers gameplay, so the kid is overstimulated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
and
can't focus on
yeah,
what.
exactly. And parents they see it as an addiction, which it is. If the kid relies on a tablet or an iPad so many times throughout the day, it's an addiction.
Mm-hmm.
There's stuff you can do about it, but I don't know. Kids nowadays are having a really hard time reading. It was never an issue for most of us because we didn't have access to that kind of thing.
Well, remember how we were addicted to like
Video games.
video games?
Yeah.
Like, and 60. Well, you guys are young. Like I was
Yeah.
addicted to the Super NES and 64, and then PS1 came out, and I was just like always on those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it just depends on how the parent regulates, because
Yeah, definitely.
I was addicted to video games. I played like Call of Duty.
I still play.
Me too. Me too. It's like I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's
Well, I did this long time ago when I was working with NYC. During Now Week, they asked us all to like present something like healthy to the youth, and they all had us like go to the schools and stuff. And I did this one study on video games, and like I tried to find any benefits to being on video games like daily and regularly, and um there are some like negative repercussions, but there's also positive benefits to
Like
like
yeah.
it's
hand-eye coordination kind
yeah,
of.
exactly. It refines your motor function, hand-eye coordination. It stimulates the frontal lobe of your brain, so
Yeah.
you're always problem solving. Even in action games, there's some form of problem solving. But yeah, and so the way I tried to twist it was that, well, not twist it, but like deliver it to the kids is like, um, you know, video games is good, but like too much of a good thing if
Is a
you're
bad thing.
yeah is a bad
Yeah.
thing. Like if there's no moderation,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely it could be addictive.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the problem solving part, it's funny you mentioned that because when I was 7, I used to play. I learned how to break into a house because of Grand Theft Auto 4. Okay. Never put that knowledge to use though. Well, look at me. Like the idea of people like all video games influence bad behavior. And that's like maybe kind of. I think it influenced stupid people to do stupid things. Because no one's gonna play GTA 5 and like run over like 10 people. And like I'm gonna do that in real life.
Mm-hmm.
No one's gonna do that. It's like that. It's like this old guy who was playing GTA 5. It's on his YouTube video. He was like, "I just hit a woman for the first time in my life, and I'm having fun." You see?
Wow.
You didn't see that?
No, I didn't see that.
He had like a real hearty laugh when he punched a random woman in the street in GTA 5. I was like, "Oh!" It's like it's an old man. It's so funny. Oh man, but yeah. Back on the. I remember you mentioned like seemingly something that's seemingly
Careful.
stutter.
Oh, geez.
Seemingly
Stop.
innocent.
Made me get up.
It's, this is fall over and die mid
Don't
podcast.
do that. Don't do that. Just wait till after.
Okay.
I'm just joking.
Yeah, just walk out the door and draw.
But what were you going to say, Big Jalen?
Something seemingly innocent. Has anybody here watched Happy Tree Friends back in the day?
No, what is that?
Have you seen what that? You've
No.
never seen that?
No.
Oh my god. Okay. If you guys don't know what it is,
So
I
like,
want to
don't
talk
hug
about
me,
it.
I'm scared.
Kind of like that.
You guys ever see that?
It's
No,
like
I didn't see that.
It's really messed up.
never should have watched that when I was like 7 because I was like, this looks innocent. Then like,
It wasn't.
It wasn't. It just
Oh,
hits
wow.
you so hard.
Jeez.
I don't know. I kind of
So don't watch Happy Tree Friends.
not when you're 7. Maybe when you're older.
So like it's adult material.
I wouldn't. I would say that, but I can I show a picture? It's
I don't
it's
know.
nothing
It's up-
bad.
It's up to the
It's
fellas
just
here.
long.
It's
I don't
nothing
think so.
bad. But here's like cover of
What is
what the show looks
HTF?
like.
Happy Tree Friends.
It's
Yeah.
a good show, long
It's a
time
good show.
ago.
It looks so innocent.
Oh,
Oh,
Happy Tree Friends. So
snap,
that's
yeah.
an
That-
acronym.
it
See
looks
comments.
so innocent. You see that?
Oh,
Do you see that?
yeah. I don't know. There's probably like
It
different
looks so innocent.
videos
does
that
look
manipulate
innocent.
stuff. That's really kind of
But-
weird to like. I guess you gotta monitor what you be watching like for your kids and all of that.
Oh yeah,
Because
definitely.
especially like on YouTube, I'm not sure like all of these videos that I watched when I was younger is like, can't believe I actually watched that. Like, so that's what I'm trying to do for my little sister and like make sure that she doesn't watch like certain videos that will totally like mess her up. And like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like, I guess you gotta watch what you really be watching, I guess.
Yeah,
You
just
know?
monitor. And
Yeah,
be
monitor.
aware.
Yeah. Because like I'm not sure there's like a lot of like content nowadays like being put up on the internet, since like the internet it's so like big now compared to like how it was when like early 2000s, early 2010s, and like nowadays it's just
I miss
getting
the
out of
wholesome
hand.
YouTube. Like
Old
when it was
YouTube?
just funny videos.
Old YouTube.
The
Oh.
wholesome YouTube, like when
Yeah.
it first started.
Old YouTube was like the Wild West. You don't know what you'd find.
I've never seen that.
You
part
ever
of
seen
YouTube.
anything like
No,
that?
it
I've
was always
seen-
like funny fails and you
Oh,
know.
yeah. I
like,
used to watch those too, but then they click on one thing, one suggestion,
wow.
childhood trauma. Okay.
Mr. Dress Up. Have you guys ever watched Mr.
Oh,
Dress Up?
Mr. Dress Up. That was you guys.
That
You
was a
guys don't know about Mr.
bomb.com.
Do you know about
Yeah,
Mr. Dress
yeah,
Up? Yeah,
he
that
was
was
the
like
best.
everybody's uncle. Like
Yeah, everybody's uncle. That's the best way to describe him
Heck
because
yeah, like he showed me how to draw. He showed me how to like make costumes and crafts, and I was like, man, that guy was the bomb.
right, it's almost like a Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, Canadian Mr.
Uh,
Rogers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's Canadian, Mr. Dress Up.
yeah, he was Canadian.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought that he was known worldwide.
Oh, he was, but yeah,
Oh
he
yeah,
was
there. I wanted to
Canadian.
make a note because someone on the stream made a really good point. It was in relation to what you call it, the Coco Melon conversation we're having. Someone just said it's made to increase dopamine in their child's body, creating dependency on their show to get that dopamine. And they also made another one about childcare right there. The pay is low considering it's a high stress job. Youth care is one of the top 3 jobs for stress and turnovers. Second to EMT and firefighters. And
Oh wow,
that's really interesting.
yeah, that says a lot.
Yeah, like that is very true. Like it's stressful to be working with the youth. I'm not sure if you have ever felt that
Oh,
way. Like
tons. Like
drained.
I've, I've, I've had a extensive career with the youth home
Yeah.
and NYC. So like I've worked with youth like straight out of high school and even up until now. But yeah, it is a very demanding job, you know, on a person like physically, and mentally, psychologically, even spiritually,
Yeah,
because
definitely.
there's that aspect in the work where you have to be sort of respectful to like the youth's beliefs, and some of them are, you know, they're they follow our Nehiawak ways, and there's
Mhm.
other who you know are Catholic, Christian.
Love you, Mom. My mom. She commented. Hi, Mom. Love you.
Oh, stick.
I'm sorry,
Shout
well,
out
yeah.
to Misty.
Uh,
But dude, like it is kind of like you do have to like juggle your personal life and also being like there for the youth. So
Yeah.
when you're going to work with the youth, you kind of do have to leave all of that stuff at the door and like come
Mhm.
to the youth open minded and be able to like, you know, like you said, like welcome all of their beliefs and also
Yeah.
their
Definitely.
faults,
Yeah.
you know, their positivity stuff, you know.
because you want to make them feel at home, right? You want to
Yeah.
make them
Mhm.
feel comfortable. So same thing goes for coworkers in a toxic work environment. No one wants to deal with like a jerk. I was like 3 variations of that word I could have spun that on. But yeah, a jerk. No one wants to deal with that. I had dealt with coworkers at the group home who are just so unbearable. Like we work with kids, man.
Yeah.
I'd rather just work and you not treat me like I'm 12. Like
I guess that is
Yeah.
another thing you also have to like really be open minded about when you like work too. But like
Yeah.
like you said, it could also be very stressful to be like working with
Yeah.
like people that aren't feeling it as well. So like
Oh,
you have
yeah.
to
Yeah.
really like pick up that slack. And like it could also be vice versa. You might not be feeling it that day, and like you could be someone that you don't want to be around with. So like you just have to really like shift your mind and just be there for the work. you know?
Definitely. Yeah. If that work dynamic with your teammates isn't there, if it isn't strong, then holy smokes, man, like not only will the youth feel it, but the staff will feel it.
Yeah.
And that's where conflict rises.
Yeah.
But man, I was lucky enough to like work with great people, understanding people, and people who are like open to suggestions, and people who are willing to teach. Like your mom was like one of my mentors.
Yeah.
She is like a great mentor, and like I probably wouldn't have survived working at the youth home if it wasn't for her. Like she is a great teacher.
I also wanted to make a note of that because at the daycare, one of the staff said it shouldn't be about the money. It should be about having a connection with the youth
Definitely.
and like just having a good time around with the kids. I get that, but that shouldn't justify such a low pay because at the daycare is minimum wage. It's like we get that, but we also want an incentive to stay because like no one. It's not like it's not like I don't want to work there. I like my job. I like working there. It just sucks because something I'm really good at and something I really like doesn't pay anything.
Yeah.
Minimum wage. That's not even enough to get come around with living in town, especially with when everything adds up, like bills, rent,
For sure.
food.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
I'm zoning out. But yeah. How much time do you have left on the podcast?
We have like another half hour.
Another half hour? Okay,
Yeah.
hold on.
Nice.
I gotta get ready for this one. Oh my god. That hurts.
Uh,
I'm so old.
that's so cool. We could see the comments.
Yeah.
Deshane quit lying.
Who is that? Who kills Muniak?
Oh,
Muniak.
kills Muniel. Holy, I don't know if I
Reveal
want
yourself.
that.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that on stream.
You were a good worker. I enjoy
don't know
working
what it
with
is.
you. I don't know who you are, man.
Where are you? Where are you? Reveal
Just take the
yourself.
compliment and run.
Yeah. Reveal yourself.
And maybe
Skin.
all the young kids will look up to you when they have no one to look up to when they're older. That's definitely true. You know, like
Definitely, yeah.
I'm not sure. I've never really been around my, I guess, uncles enough to really know a bunch of what they're talking about, I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like my mom is mainly my role model. So like you just need to have those type of people in your community to like show you how to, I don't know, like I was talking about on the other podcast, how I didn't know how to change a tire until someone showed me.
Oh.
I was like 14, 15 when I first learned. So like
Yeah,
I don't know, just basic skills too.
definitely.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like having like a role model or like mentor in the community would be like a really big step. Like I know you touched on like the teachers and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And how like they're not, and also you as well. You touched on how like they're not, they're like they like want to, like they have to like want to work. Like
Yeah,
Yeah,
they like
like
have to like their job to like be good at their job, to work with those
definitely.
kids, to which I feel like is kind of a problem in Onion Lake, because like I went to school in Lloyd,
Mhm.
and I found that like my teachers and stuff like that really enjoyed their job, and you can really tell. Like I could really tell that they really enjoyed their job, because you could they would just teach so much better.
Yeah.
And I just feel like that's like a bit of a problem here in Onion Lake. Maybe that's why some of the kids aren't going to school as much, or like they're trying
Definitely.
to skip and stuff like that. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a big shift in sort of like educational culture. Like when you look at Lloyd,
Mhm.
kids are more engaged because they're being more engaged by the teachers. And when you look at a First Nation community like here at home, um, it honestly is kind of difficult for teachers to feel that like well, that motivation to
Mhm.
engage in their students and be fully engaged in their work, because for one thing, um, our tools are very limited. The teachers' resources are very limited. Even though we get, federal funding or provincial funding, it's always the minimal.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, well, what can our teachers here at home do really compared to a school in Lloyd or a school in Calgary? Because I went to school in Calgary, and honestly, like when I compared the schools, I noticed that, and I was like, always wondered that. Like, I grew up with like thinking, wow, like Onion Lake has cheap school
Mhm.
and all this, but then when I got to post sec and I took Indigenous studies, Indigenous history, you start to see where that comes from, and it's not at the fault of our own people
Mhm.
entirely. We were stripped of our identity, our cultural teachings, and then
Mm-hmm.
the treaties came and like, okay, we want education for our kids too. Government was like, okay, fine, we'll do that, but we're only going to give you just so much to keep your schools open.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it is a big change.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of see that as well. Like we're just now starting to actually get like the right resources for like the kids that need like high cost need kids. Like you said, like not having the right resources for like I guess sensory rooms. I'm not sure that's something that could be implemented is like for the kids that actually need to I guess not be in a classroom because they could be
Mm.
like totally like distracted or else it could be too much for them. So like I don't know. I feel like now it's starting to actually be more implemented, like the right resources.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know, going to high school, I, I was wanting to try and fail a couple grades so I can go to the new high school there, but because like they have a bunch of activities there now, like a
Yeah.
weight room, and like
Yeah.
I'm starting to see like when I was here, I was starting to see a bunch of people go into the weight room and start like exercising, and now that we have like 2 court gyms there, like there's a lot of like basketball playing and then like volleyball
Definitely.
players, and so like they're starting to really get the right resources for that.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah.
You build it, they will come.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that the building of the new high school was like a really good step towards trying to get more kids to come to school, because I feel like it excites them a lot more. You know,
Oh, yeah.
for sure. Like that first like year or two that it was open, they were just excited to be there. You know,
Mhm.
so like just to go check out the new school. So yeah, I feel like we need to keep moving more in that direction of trying to add more, not necessarily build new stuff, but like have more stuff to excite kids to go to school.
Definitely. I agree.
But
Yeah.
I think having more additions for the community wouldn't be a bad idea too.
mhm.
Because when I went to Enoch, so the whole area with the casino, right? That's majority of that is theirs. They get all the money from there. They get lots of it from there, and they have other little stores beside there, like a convenience store, a liquor store, and a dispensary, which was really weird. Because how would that even be built on a reserve? Like, do they just talk to everybody about it? Do they talk to the chief, the council? Let's go Fortnite. Thank you. Vex him on MNK. I love you. But yeah, that's really interested me because like, I mean, what if we got one? Okay, kids joking. I'm not. I'm just joking, but partially. But like, what if we did get one? Think about how much money that would help
Mhm.
the community,
Mhm.
because all that money that people are spending over there goes back to over here. All right. Yeah, it's. I think we are one of the more richest reserves, right? I think. I do think at the baby group home, there needs to be more funding put there because the youth there just can't go on outings. I Most of the time we go on outings, we spend it out of our own money. Like they want to go swimming, they want to go to a movie, that comes out of us. Like we should at least be able to have like a gift card for the youth so we can take them on all these things because no one wants to stay like inside a hot house all day. Yeah, it's always fun just to go out. Plus, you take the kids out to town. The day goes by so much faster.
Oh yeah.
It's a 12-hour shift. I'd do anything to make it feel like 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely need more resources on reserve. Like, I just last week I noticed the spray park being utilized more up
Mhm.
Molson
Yeah.
and on the south side of the res, which was really good. Like, I was glad to see these parents be active with their kids and because I'm sure when you guys were growing up as well, all we had was what NYC
Mhm.
recreation.
We had the parks. We had dirt.
Yeah, sticks, gun sticks, burning down bushes, trying to start fires. Well, that was my generation. Like, we didn't have anything. Like, we just had parks, and then like, all right, let's go play outside, and then we're in the bush, and then one of the bros whips out a lighter, and
Whoa.
let's start a fire.
Parties here.
Yeah, oh snap!
Yeah, so much simpler back then. When we were bored outside, we went and played on the 360. We tried to play Fear, got too scared and went to bed.
Shoot, we used to play night football. Like, we'd get a football and we'd put a glow stick in it and we just toss it around to each other. And yeah, at nighttime it was pretty cool.
Did you
think I-
guys? Oh, sorry.
I'll go
What were we
ahead.
gonna say? Okay, I was about to ask. Is anyone gonna go see that Borderlands movie?
What is that?
Borderlands. It's a
Is that
video
the
game.
game?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
based on the game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see that movie. Does anyone have like any interest in the game?
I've never heard of it.
You've never heard of Borderlands?
No.
Loki, the only reason I know Borderlands is from Fortnite. Like when they added those.
It's the guy from Fortnite. It's like
I saw the
my-
new Deadpool movie
the
though.
new Deadpool movie.
It's so good.
You liked it?
Oh, I love it.
How would you rate it? Like,
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. 9 out
Yeah.
of 10. That's fair. That's fair. I really like Chang Tatum Gambit.
Oh,
I
I know.
thought
Me
he was
too.
really funny.
Yeah.
That joke about how his speech dialect, his speech coach is from the Minions. I
Yeah.
thought that was so funny.
His little spew about being born ready.
Yeah.
That we
Oh, I'm
can't
about
say
to
that.
make a name for myself here. Yeah.
Oh man, such a good movie.
I like there. He was like, "There's only gonna be one blade." And looks at the screen.
Yeah, like,
Mahershala
wow.
Ali. Are you guys gonna see the new Blade movie next year?
Oh, man.
Next year,
I
new
don't-
Blade.
I don't know about that though.
You know
'cause,
what Blade?
Well, there's so many setbacks to it. Like have
3 different directors and like
Yeah.
Oh.
multiple writers on there.
and how they
the-
wanted to make him a secondary character in his own movie.
Why,
a
what?
third. Yeah, they wanted to make him a secondary character or a third tier character. And it's like, well,
What?
how's that gonna work? Like
How you gonna make like a Blade movie and not have
without
Blade,
Blade.
in it?
Yeah.
Without Blade. Like, what? The actor, what's his name? Mahershala Ali.
Mhm.
Blade. It's so funny because he read the script from the first director of the film and he just left the project.
Yeah.
That thing's not gonna come out for like another good 3 years. I feel
Yeah.
we're never gonna see Blade fight Doctor Doom, and that makes me really sad. Hey, but at least we have Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel.
I think that's the only ovation that she got.
Yeah. I
think
Just
so.
that little clap there.
It's like the only Miss Marvel enjoyer in the world. One guy who sarcastically clapped. Yeah, but oh yeah, Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom.
Oh
What do
yeah.
you guys think about that one?
The only way I think that would work is they pull out the arc where Tony and Von Doom switch bodies.
Von Doom? Because they did say he's Victor Von Doom. He's not
Yeah.
Tony Stark. He's
Oh
just-
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's just Victor Von Doom. It's not like Tony. He's not a variant.
Oh yeah.
He's just some guy that looks like Tony Stark.
Yeah, but there's this one arc where Victor Von Doom switches bodies with Tony Stark, and I don't know, it's like a long
Wasn't
arc.
he wearing like the colors of Iron Man, but wearing the suit of
the cloak?
Doom?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
That's-
think I've seen that.
The
You
green
saw that?
cloak?
Yeah, I didn't read it, but I seen the cover of it.
it's pretty interesting. Like Von Doom made this whole life as Iron Man and vice versa for Tony Stark, and then they finally have at it. Then Tony Stark beats him and says, "Oh," and before he's about to like off Von Doom, he's like, I'll give you your body back. Just let me go." And he's like, I can't do that because you already wrecked Iron Man for me. So
Yeah,
I'm going to keep Von Doom.
I
Yeah.
like this now. This feels nice. You know?
This is nice. I'm going to stay
Yeah.
here.
I don't like the way my skin feels on my body. That's what he said.
Yeah.
My
Puts the lotion on its skin.
Put the lotion in a basket.
Buffalo Bill.
All right, all
Does anybody know
right.
what he sounds like? Buffalo Bill. Can you do it? Can you do a voice impression of him?
I don't want to.
You don't want to? You don't want to do Buffalo Bill? Oh
Like,
yeah, this is
the Joe Dirt version or the Silence of the Lambs
the Silence of the
version?
Lambs version.
Oh, no, that one's too
Yeah,
creepy.
I like how Seth Green's voice for Chris Griffin is based on Buffalo Bill.
Really?
Yeah, he that voice came from him trying to do a Buffalo Bill impression.
Wow.
But a younger version, wasn't it?
No,
Like a-
just Buffalo Bill. Just,
Yeah, but he tried to put some
Yeah,
euthanized.
sounds real
bit-
weird.
Yeah.
I want you to hit me. I don't know. It's weird.
I just, oh man, the Buffalo Bill from Joe Dirt was just really hilarious.
Right.
Yeah,
Always quote that movie.
me too.
What is that? When he's at the fireworks area, when he's like, "Got no sissy," or what the hell is it called again? Those fireworks, those.
Yeah, it just names them all.
Yeah. Did you see that he went? David Spade went to the same place. And there was an actual firework place there, so he was like recording himself and like actually like saying all of them. Like,
Really?
yeah, I don't know. It was on TikTok, and like
Oh
David
man,
Spade went there and did his Joe Dirtness.
I gotta check that out. That's so funny. That was the first time since Smoke Signals that I recognized Adam Beach.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, this guy looks real familiar, and then just the way he talks to, like, I got these 2 sticks here. I was like, hey, that's
really good
Victor.
impression.
I was like, holy smokes,
Kicking wing.
kicking wing.
Yeah,
Did Adam Beach die in Suicide Squad?
Yeah,
that was
He
sad.
was the first.
for real.
He was
I
the
know.
only one that
He was
died
the only one that
too.
died. Like, that's not cool.
That's
Really?
right. The only native dude, and they killed him. So wow.
First 10 minutes.
But we get to keep Killer Croc.
Uh,
I mean, I like Killer Croc, but like, why was he watching BET? Like, it would have been funny if he's watching like the wildlife exhibit. I don't know. And they had an easy joke
Steve
there.
Irwin.
Yeah, exactly. Like that, he could have been watching that, but then they have the most easiest joke they could have made. And then I was like, why? The- um, are you guys gonna go to the James Gunn Superman movie?
Oh, I wouldn't mind. I want to check it out.
Superman Legacy, whatever it's called.
Legacy.
Superman: A New Hope. Skip that.
Star Wars.
I keep making that joke because some guy was like, "What's the title for the new Captain America movie?" And I was like, "It's called Captain America: A New Hope." And then they're like, "Really?" And I was like,
Isn't that what it's called though?
"No, it's called Brave New World."
Oh yeah, Brave New
Yeah,
World.
man, its old name was so much cooler, New World Order. I was like, "Oh my god!" It was like the perfect name. I like how they addressed how who does Harrison Ford? He's in that movie.
Yeah.
Who does he play? He plays Red Hulk, but what's the name of the character?
Oh, I can't even think off the top of my head.
Colonel something. Colonel
Col-
Sanders.
Colonel Sanders.
I don't know.
Yeah, I like how they explained how the recast in the most stupid way, because the original actor who played that character, he passed away a few years ago. So they just explained it in Brave New World that he looks like Harrison Ford now because he shaved his mustache. I thought that was so stupid. That was funny.
Hey, do you like see movies in the States that we don't see in Canada?
I guess like I don't know about the movies, but I know like obviously like Netflix and all like all
Yeah.
those like streaming like
Oh,
apps are
yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Because like just because it's like different regions and stuff like that. I know you can
Yeah.
use that with, like a VPN.
Yeah.
But like yeah, they're just different. Like like they have different shows on there and stuff like that. So
Yeah, because I see like.
Don't they have like? Oh, sorry.
Oh my bad. Go
Okay,
ahead.
I was gonna ask. Don't they have like theatrical premieres for like streaming movies on streaming sites? I swear they do those.
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah, they do.
So you're in LA,
they
right,
do.
for school?
Mhm.
No, I'm in like by San Francisco, so like
Oh,
more
okay.
Northern California.
Okay, thank God. Okay, okay. Thank God.
Because
How's
like
it?
I've seen like movie posters for these like A-list actors that for movies I've never seen like
Mhm.
in Canada.
hmm
So I was just wondering like they must do other side projects, than other these worldwide premiere ones.
Yeah.
And yeah, you ever see anybody famous in
Famous?
Oh, you're in
northern
LA. You're nearby San Francisco.
northern Cal?
Yeah. I guess not really someone like that famous. I guess
Well, who's the like most notable person you've seen?
I've seen Bill Gates before.
Really?
Yeah, he came to campus one
so-
time.
Yeah.
So
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
Did you hear? What did he talk about?
he just came and like spoke about like Google and stuff like that, and like other stuff like that, motivational stuff.
Wow.
I think I didn't actually end up going to a speech. I had
Oh,
class,
okay.
so
Yeah, that's cool though. Like you saw him with your own eyes and stuff.
yeah. But yeah,
Okay.
like a bunch of different speakers come to campus, like the president of frick somewhere in Asia, I forget.
Saw Joe Biden?
No.
Okay.
And then Noah, like the Khan Academy guy. Do you know what that is? It's like a
Mm,
tutoring site.
No.
No.
He came and speak there.
is that?
It's like a pretty big
So it's all like academic figures. and-
kind of yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
that's
so,
still pretty cool though. Like, I wish we had more of that here.
yeah, but yeah, it's like pretty cool. I guess like you do have. I guess I do see some athletes sometimes, but
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Like who?
Um, I guess like more athletes that are like, Cameron Brink. She plays. She just got drafted to the WNBA,
No.
second overall. She plays in LA now.
Sparks.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
yeah. She interviewed one of my lacrosse teammates actually for an interview or something like
Oh.
that. So
Oh,
yeah.
you're on the lacrosse team, eh?
yeah.
That's pretty cool, man.
So like, how's your living situation over there? Like in the States? Do you just live on campus and come back?
Yeah. I'd live in a dorm, so
Oh, okay.
How's dorm life?
it's pretty cool. It's like pretty much, and think of any movie, college movie, and
Yeah.
that's what it's like.
Not
Ah,
another
man.
teen.
undergrads.
Yeah. Oh, that show.
Undergrads? Oh my!
Cal.
You guys know what undergrads is? That's cool.
Heck yeah,
man.
undergrads,
Old
man.
show.
So is it like the university, the atmosphere? Is it like what we see in the movies? Is it like big party or
like,
more serious than
Not
that?
I would
American Pie.
I would say definitely like the more state schools are like that, but like
Mhm.
not Stanford because it's like really academic.
Yeah.
Like when I go down to Santa Barbara in LA, it's like pretty much like you'd see in the movies, I guess. Like
Wow.
Isn't
they have, like-
Stanford like one of the more like prestigious schools though?
yeah, like
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
they're like top 5 for like every single
So is
major category. So
it like an
Yeah.
Ivy school?
yeah, it's
Oh,
pretty
wow.
much it's considered it's not an actual Ivy, but it's
Oh.
considered to be up there. Like most top like rankings in the worldwide, they're usually top 3
That's pretty cool.
or top 5. So
That's
Mm.
cool. Well, what are you going to school for again?
engineering physics.
Engineering? What are you going to engineer? What are you going to make?
Probably gonna go into the aerospace track, so
Oh,
like some
okay.
space stuff, hopefully.
That's really cool. I was
That
hoping
is.
you wouldn't work on like the Hadron Collider, like a black hole that ends the whole world.
Yeah.
That's terrifying. Why are you trying to make a black hole on Earth? A synthetic one. Is it?
Yeah, I'll probably just end up be making like rockets and missiles,
Oh my gosh, war
Maybe.
crimes. You're gonna make missiles?
or work for F1, just
Uh,
like their aerodynamics department. So
That's cool. Can you make a jet and call it the Ford F-150? I had to prove something to my friend because he made fun of me one time. I was playing GTA 5 online. I was like, yo, that's the Ford F-150. And when I saw the jet flying in the air, and I was like, it'll be real one day. Don't make fun of me. It's not a truck.
And I'm gonna keep a lookout for like the first airplane to have sweetgrass on the dash. I know that's gonna be this guy. Have a red ribbon on the mirror.
Have it be like in the movies as a decal on the side. There'll be like a Border Chiefs decal inside of the jet.
Winterhawks. Man, I miss the Winterhawks.
Me too.
yeah, I hear for all the big native tournaments now they're switching to the Winterhawks jerseys.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, so that's what I've heard at least. So that'd be
Yeah.
pretty cool, like Freddie and all those other ones. So
Yeah, I did see some Winterhawk jerseys at Freddie this year, and that was pretty sweet. It's like, oh man, they're bringing back the old.
yeah,
So honestly, I think that's a better logo than
yeah,
Border Chief.
yeah.
Well,
like,
it's just because I grew up watching
Yeah.
them, eh? But like all the older fellas, they prefer Border Chiefs or what was the other one again? There's Border Chiefs, and then there's someone else.
Wait. Sorry. We're jumping on that old topic. Rockets? You're making rockets?
yeah.
What if he did the Challenger, but with Emery burning grass instead? Like the puppet. To send the puppet to space. Hey, can you put him in space?
Yeah,
Do it.
probably could.
Yeah,
If I end up working at a space company, yeah.
It's the first native man in space. It's gonna be Emery burning grass. Like,
What made you want to go into aerodynamics anyway? Like,
Well, I've always like really enjoyed like space in general
Yeah.
and like rockets and stuff like that. But which is what I still want to do. Like, still want to work at a space company and stuff like that and design spacecraft. But that's another thing I learned that I could do with my degree is I could work in, because like that's pretty much all it is. Like you're working on space, you're working on like air resistance and stuff like that. You got to take all those things into account. So with my degree, you can still work with like in the aerodynamics department with like cars and other like planes and
sweet.
stuff like that. So
Yeah.
Make a car.
yeah.
You can make a car. Well, that's cool. Can you bring back the El Camino? The Ford El Camino? Such a nice car, and they just discontinued it. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you, Ford?
Now they make a soccer mom cars. Like, come on, you made muscle cars. That's how far they've fallen from grace.
Didn't they put a Mustang engine in an SUV? I think so.
Why would they do that?
I've seen SUV commercials for Ford, and it has the Mustang logo on the emblem on the front of the vehicle.
That is so like counterintuitive for the average man. Because like, imagine you don't make a 401k. Imagine you make like $30 an hour, and your engine needs to get repairs. That's a Mustang engine that costs thousands of dollars to fix.
Yeah,
I bet. Imagine driving down in your soccer mom van and it roars like, it's like
well, more and more dads are like taking that active role, so I can understand why Ford was like, okay, we got more dads that are taking on this role. Let's put a Mustang engine in something for these guys and make them seem
Like,
cool.
like Vin Diesel in that caravan.
Oh yeah,
Family.
It's all about fam. Like even on those the new Dodge Caravans, they like have rims on them, like they make them look cooler because dads are driving them more.
Oh
I
yeah,
noticing that too.
Yeah.
Like
they
a
have
couple years
rims on
ago.
the Dodge Caravan.
Yeah, they do.
Wait, what?
They're 19s too. And honestly, I don't know. I like them. I would buy one. All that stow and go and all
You know
that
how
room.
much space can go in?
You know how many kids I can fit in?
How much groceries can get put in there?
You know how much step kids I can get now?
Look at those rims, what? But anyway, I wanted to ask, what's like your dream car?
Mine?
Do you have like a dream car? Yeah, Taden.
Probably a Nissan GTR R35.
Yes.
Nissan
Yeah.
GTR. That one's really nice.
Heck yeah, they are. There's one in Lloyd. You see it?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, there's a white one in Lloyd. That guy put it up for sale though.
Really?
Yeah, he must have been an oil field worker and went bankrupt or something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What about you,
GTR.
Deshane?
Same thing. GTR.
GTR. What about you?
I like the Beetle.
Like the Beetle, the bug car.
You know who had a Beetle? Ted Bundy.
Oh, Ted Bundy did drive a Beetle. I used to call Kevin Spahage Ted Bundy in high school because he looks like him. It's terrifying. I even got a picture of him to do the thing when he has his hand out. I don't like it. Serial killer vibes. Serial killer. But yeah, I really want an El Camino. Do you know what that is? It's a muscle car that has a truck bed on the back.
It's like a single cab.
Single cab, yeah. Only a driver and a passenger. But there's the truck bed on the back of the little muscle car. I'll show you a picture. They look really nice.
I find this funny if you were washing dishes at the same time. That kind of sounds like Martha Stewart type stuff.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
We're just gonna wash these dishes.
There.
Just talking about
That's a Chevy El
some
Camino.
some rims on caravans. Oh, dapat check mo man.
Look at that. It's really nice.
Oh yeah.
That's the car Tupac got shot in. I'm just joking. I have to pretend it is, but okay.
You know, my cousin used to have an El Camino too, and
He did.
yeah, when I
What
was a
happened
kid,
to it?
probably just sold it.
Why'd
Yeah, I
you
used
sell
to
that
think it was
thing?
really cool. Like, Dad, why don't you have one? Because we have kids. Because of you. Because of you.
Yeah, no kids. You'd always riding in style. Those things are so nice, dude.
Mhm. Yeah, they are pretty
I
sweet.
need one. I'd sell my soul for one. Kids.
Oh, we're already at over an hour now. So
Oh, snap.
yeah.
Stream's over, guys. Go
Yeah.
home.
Yeah, I think we'll end it here for today.
Gladys, I love you. Nice to see you in the comments.
Yeah, I think we'll end it today for today's but yeah, I think we definitely should have another podcast with you guys on. It was a pretty funny episode today, so
Thanks
know.
for having me.
Yeah, for
Appreciate
sure.
it.
Thank you
Yeah.
guys so much for coming.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Shane.
Yeah, I like the podcast you guys do because our youth need to see that there are other outlets,
Mhm.
other than just, trades and, office jobs. There's
Yeah.
they need to see all these possibilities.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have anything to say? You wanna-
Just staring at the
any
comments on the
remarks?
TV. It's
Oh,
weird.
before we go,
I can see myself.
you ever watch that movie October Sky?
No, yeah.
Watch it, man. You've seen it, eh?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah,
Oh.
watch
Uh-huh,
it.
yeah.
You'll like it.
Oh my god!
Alright.
Wait. Before it ends, I wanted to ask Tyrell this question. Have you seen a Quentin Tarantino movie before?
Yeah.
Would you want to be in one?
Yeah. Why, you gonna set me up with an audition?
I maybe. I guess,
Oh.
but like, okay.
I'll
Can I
call
say
him
one
up
more
right
thing
now.
for the stream ends?
Yeah.
Okay. I love Tarantino as a director. I'd probably be terrified to work with him. Did you hear about the Kill Bill story?
With him and
Uma Thurman?
the what is that? The spare. No, I was gonna say that.
So, have you watched Kill Bill Volume 2?
Yeah,
Before?
did a
You know-
punishment. I don't know
yeah.
if I'm allowed to say the adult toy word.
Oh no, not that. But what
I'm watching
happened
my
was
words.
Uma was. You remember the part where Uma Thurman's driving a car, right? And she crashes.
Yeah.
They didn't get a stunt actor that day, so Tarantino made her do the stunt. And this is footage cut from the film. When she hits the tree, she actually hit the tree at like 40 miles, I think, really fast. And she hurt her spine really bad.
Yeah.
She almost brushed. I think she just broke something too. Quentin rushes over to the scene. Is the car okay? Like, he even asked about Uma. I was like, what?
Chris. Well, thanks for having us, you
Yeah.
guys.
Thank you
Appreciate it.
guys so much. Thank you for the question, Taden.
Yeah, I think we're gonna end it here now. So thank you
Changing the
everyone who
subject.
watched.
Bye bye.
Dino, how you
Bye, Onion
doing,
Lake. I
boy?
love you.
I love it. All right. See you guys.
See ya.
Thank you.